Welcome back to a new video. In this series we focus on the Muses of Greek mythology. The Muses are the daughters of Zeus and Mnemosyne. They inspire the arts and music, and each one represents a different facet of creative or intellectual life. This video is about Clio. Most people know Clio as the muse of history, the one who records events, chronicles kings, and preserves the past. But Clio is more than just a recorder. She is memory, legacy, and the quiet force that ensures nothing is truly forgotten. She is the ink behind civilization, the hand behind every archive, and the divine keeper of time's unfolding truth. Clio symbolizes historical record and truth. Clio's name means to make famous or to proclaim. She governs the telling of history, not just events, but the interpretation of those events. Through her, stories are preserved, and the deeds of mortals and gods are passed from one age to the next. She also symbolizes legacy and continuity. Clio doesn't just look backward. She gives us the thread between past and present, the context that shapes identity, values, and destiny. Without her, there are no lessons, no lineage, no sense of who we are or where we came from. The last thing she symbolizes is memory and preservation. As a daughter of Mnemosyne, memory, Clio holds the power to remember in a way that outlasts time. She immortalizes both glory and shame. Through her, empires endure, or fade, if forgotten. To be seen by Clio is to leave a mark, whether noble or infamous. Origins and family. Clio is one of the 9 Muses, the daughters of Zeus, king of the gods, and Mnemosyne, the goddess of memory. She is typically counted among the elder Muses and often appears in works alongside her sister Calliope, representing the intersection of poetry and fact. Born after 9 nights of union between Zeus and Mnemosyne, each muse represents a unique discipline. Clio's domain is intellectual, but deeply emotional. Her role bridges the heart and the mind. She tells what happened, but also why it mattered. In later traditions, she is sometimes said to be the mother of Hyacinthus, a beautiful youth loved by Apollo, tying her story to tragedy, transformation, and remembrance. Clio in the world. Clio does not sing or dance, her art is precision. She walks with a scroll in hand, sometimes an open book, sometimes a chest of records. She may wear a laurel wreath or a crown of gold, the reward for those whose names echo in time. She is often shown standing tall, composed, observant. She does not embellish or flatter. Her realm is truth, even when truth is painful. She reminds mortals that their choices will echo beyond their lives, written, spoken, remembered. Myths and stories involving Clio. Myth number 1, Clio and Pyrrhus. In one tale, Clio was once punished by Aphrodite for mocking love. The goddess cursed her with an uncontrollable love for a mortal king, Pyrrhus, leading to humiliation and sorrow. The myth reminds us, even those who record events can be swept up in them. Clio may remember history, but she is not immune to its weight. Myth number 2, the founding of history. Though not a myth with battles or gods, Clio's greatest story is civilization itself. Wherever history is written, wherever chronicles are kept, from Homer's catalogs of ships to Herodotus' scrolls, Clio is there. Her influence turns memory into legacy and detail into truth. Myth number 3, Clio and the hero's name. In some traditions, Clio is called upon at the end of great tales, not to tell the story, but to ensure it is known. She bestows fame, Clio's, the everlasting reputation. It is said that without Clio, even the greatest hero would vanish like dust. To speak a name is to give it life, and Clio is the one who keeps that breath going. Worship and depiction. The Muses were worshipped throughout Greece, particularly at Mount Helicon and Mount Parnassus, sacred sites where poets, historians, and artists sought divine inspiration. Clio was especially honored in places of learning, libraries, academies, and temples of knowledge. She was invoked by historians, teachers, and anyone who sought to preserve truth. In art, Clio is depicted with scrolls, books, or tablets, often seated calmly, sometimes pointing to a globe or unrolling a parchment. Her expression is focused, contemplative, not romantic, but resolute. She is not loud, but she is never silent. Through her, the past has a voice. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's a specific muse or myth you'd like to see next, let us know in the comments. And remember, the past is not gone. It's written. Clio watches with steady eyes. She does not judge, but she does remember. And if you want to be remembered, make it true. See you next time.